Alright, shalom, and welcome to another episode of the Pure Hebrew Language. My name is Elder Ramlab, and in this lesson we're going to go into I'm going to start off in the book of Genesis, the 4th chapter. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into when the Most High appeared to Moses and gave Moses his name. So we're going to go into the scriptures to find out what that name was, and find out the situation of, did men know the Most High? Did they know his name? Did they not know his name? What was he called? And those things of that nature. So the first scripture I want to hit is in the book of Genesis, the 4th chapter, and the 25th and the 26th verse. And Genesis 4, 25 and 26. And this is after Cain killed Abel. And it says, Genesis 4:25, it says, "And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth. For the Most High said she hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew." Because what happened was, when Cain killed Abel, even though it was all set up in the spirit, the Lord set it up that way, because the name Abel itself is from the Hebrew word Habal. Matter of fact, let's go to Genesis, the 4th chapter, right? And let's look up the name Abel. And the name Abel appears in the 2nd verse. And let's go to the Hebrew. And the word in the Hebrew there, as you can see, is Habal. Habal. Now the word Habal, as you scroll on down, will show you what it means. Well, here it says breath, which is, it's not really breath. The word really means transitory. Yeah, see, here you have the word Habal. The word Habal is right there. Alright, now let's scroll down. They said it means breath, but it really means transitory. Now here you see the word again, Habal. You see it right there, right? And you back on up, and as you scroll down, you'll see right here, commonly used of anything transitory, evanescent, frail. Alright, let's do a quick zoom in on that. Commonly used of anything transitory, evanescent, frail. Now, let's look up that word evanescent in the free dictionary, right? Evanescent. The word evanescent means vanishing or likely to vanish like vapor. Alright? Vanishing or likely to vanish like vapor. Now, when you go here to the book of James, the 4th chapter, book of James, the 4th chapter, it says, "Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year, and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas you know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time, and then vanisheth away." See, so that's what the word Abel mean, or Habal. It means transitory, here for a minute and then gone. See, that's why I said they're commonly used of anything transitory, evanescent, frail. And then we looked up the word evanescent, and it means vanishing or likely to vanish like vapor. And the reason why his name was called transitory was because he was here one minute and gone the next. Just like when you have like these so-called, when you catch the buses are what? Transitory, or that's a transit, because the bus comes to a stop, it stays there for a moment, then it moves on. That's what happened to Abel's spirit. It was there for a moment, and then it went back to the Most High because Cain killed him. So his name in itself, the name Abel in itself, means transitory, or Habal, the Hebrew word Habal, which means transitory. Alright, so his brother put him to death. And since we're speaking on it, the word Cain, let's deal with the name Cain. See, because you have what's known in the Latin, a term called nomen omen. And the term nomen omen in the Latin means name prediction. Alright, so a nomen omen basically is a name prediction. So whatever you're named usually determines what you're going to become in life. You know, that's how they named the children back then. But today, you know, like the so-called black woman, she names her son the devil, Belial. They name him Shaquita, and they don't even know what those names mean. They could be calling their sons the demon from the lowest part of the earth, or the demon from the galaxies beyond. You know, and they don't even know just because it sounds good. You know. So anyway, the name prediction or nomen omen, that's what determines what you were going to be in the future. That's why Abel was called Habal was called transitory, and then Cain, his brother, is called, as you can see here, Qayan. Alright, now let's see what they have for the word Qayan, and let's see if they because like we said, these references sometimes they go off. See, it says possession here, it doesn't mean possession. The name Cain or Qayan means a weapon, like a thrusting weapon. Why? Because the Most High named them that because of the fact that the Most High put the spirit. See right here, it says a spear. Now there's a big difference between possession and spear. You see how these devils are? A spear, and that's more like it, a spear. Because the word Cain or Qayan means a weapon, but it's a thrusting weapon, like a sword or like a spear or like a javelin. Why? Because he killed his brother, and that was going back into the beginning. That was the gift that was given to Cain, which was then in turn on down the line passed to Esau, because Esau was given that sword. So you know, if you really look at the scripture spiritually, and as the Elder Gabar says, if you extrapolate, if you take the spiritual meaning out of it, you'll notice, or you'll know that Cain was, or should I say Esau was the reincarnation of Cain. Alright, so the name Qayan, you can see there, a spear means a thrusting weapon. Alright, so now let's go back to Genesis, the 4th chapter, where we left off in the 25th verse. It says, and Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth. For the Most High said, she hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. And to Seth, see, now Seth was the son that came back to Adam and Eve. And I mean, we don't know for sure if this is Abel coming back in the reincarnation. I mean, that's right now, that's just speculation. We'll know later on. But this is the son that took on where Abel left off, so to speak. It says, and to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Alright, believe the word for Enos is Anawash, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just go there real quick, just to make sure. The name for Enos is, yep, there you go. You see it right there. The word for Enos is Anawash. Alright, Anawash. Alright, and they say it means man, so I mean, we don't know for sure. I mean, it could be another variation for the word man, you know, but the word for man is really Ayasha. Alright, so that could just be another variation for the term man. So now let's go back, and it says, and to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord. See, the name of the Lord is very important, brothers, because from the very beginning, men started calling upon the name of the Lord.